I'm here to represent an oppressed nation. I'm here to represent an oppressed society where I believe we've been walking around in ignorance. And I feel it's time for us to have our eyes opened and not allow the wool to be pulled over our eyes.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some unfortunately, some members of the media platform push their own personal bias and agenda control exactly what they think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Greetings, citizens of unprotested truth. Welcome to Deep State Docs 30. We're hitting nerves as Bilederberg videos are getting banned. And the doxing continues unabated. Nonetheless, we shall change up the pace today and give you a sample look at your lesser known owners. Of course, Eric Schmidt is YouTube Bielderberg, but you know him. The lizards in the shadows have extensive ranks, so well, just deal with A and some B names for easy watching. Bilederberg Joel Ackerman heads up the Davos men. Bilederberg Umberto Agnelli, chairman of theatres, families, hotels, continue to host Bilederbergs like at the Lingotto Agnelli.
The Bilderbergers will arrive at this spot. They will enter the NH Lingotto Hotel. But will we be able to see them? We don't know, because it's all built-in area. It might be fenced off in a few days. Indeed, the next day after security measures had been taken, it became clear that the secretive Bilderbergers did not want to be filmed this year. We saw a lot of security personnel around the building, easily recognized by their red lanyards. Security is provided by local police and military. Organization and staff who officially receive Bilderbergers have blue lanyards. The porters who transport the luggage have green lanyards. People who attend Bilderberg but are not on the participant list have yellow lanyards. Bilderbergers have a white lanyard on their ID card.
Bilederberg Fuad Ajami, director of Middle East Studies and Say Soft sells US imperialism as a Muslim academic, calling it freedom.
I think you said something once that you said America is, perhaps I will not get it exactly right, but the sentiment, it's kinder to its enemies. That it's easier sometimes and safer to be an enemy of the United States than to be a friend.
I don't recall the exact words, but I do remember.
Bilederberg Keith B. Alexander, NSA director, sued by the ACLU with the infamous James R. Clapper as DNI bulk phone call metadata collection through Trailblazer was maintained despite senior analyst now turned whistleblower Bill Binney creating thin thread that can cover domestic terrorism data without taking personal data of innocent Americans. What's more is this parasite launched Cyber Command to move NSA surveillance to surveillance weapons of war now turned on American populace. Keith launched the Utah Data Center sifting easily all daily American data with supercomputers.
thing to protect privacy online. Except General Alexander, the head of the NSA and now the new commander of the U.S. Cyber Command, is like asking Cambodian Khmer Rouge leader Pol Pot to chair a human rights meeting. Or it's like the head of the Stasi in East Germany coming out and talking about privacy of communications. This is really the sum of all fears. I think basically Alexander is looking for a mission for this huge new Cyber Command. He's wearing two hats now, head of NSA, but also Cyber Command.
Xerox CEO Trilateral Emission and Bilederberg member Paul Arthur Allaire. Graham T. Allison of Harvard's Kennedy School of Government, who invented academic sysops used to give reasons for the CFR planned resource grab in China in tandem with the Lockheed Martin Skunk Works Cold Fusion Reactor Max 6 AI drones created to attack China with no need to refuel and nor remote operation. As an analyst spinner, he constructs value-maximizing choice accounts for any action or set of actions performed by government. He is JP Morgan board and a Getty oil baron. Of course also a Bilederberg and Trilateral.
What the big geopolitical event? And the tweet version of the answer is that it's the rise of China. The second question, what will be the geostrategic challenge for the rest of your professional life, for today and as far as any eye can see? And the tweet version is that that's the impact of the rise of China on the U.S. and the international order that the U.S. constructed in the aftermath of World War II and has maintained, that principally accounts for the fact that there's been 7 decades without any great power war. So the impact of the rise of China on the U.S. and the international order. And the third question is the subtitle of the book, Can America and China Escape Thucydides's Trap? And the answer is, excuse me for being professorial, but that's my job. Okay. No.
Joe Aquinamune, EU Economic Affairs Commissioner, making sure any corporate legislation is minute and irrelevant.
Well, I have to say that the questions regarding fines were smaller than what I was hoping before the hearing. I found much more interest of the MPs regarding state aids, the consequences of the state aids, the way the state aids can help us to have a good financial system, lending again to the real economy.
CEO of Evercore Partners Roger C. Altman, former at Lehman Brothers.
The person originating the mortgage knew more about the mortgage than the person buying the mortgage. You sold the mortgage to people all over the world. We did it, we based it on the principle that a fool was born every minute. And we would find those fools anywhere in the world. Globalization opened up a new opportunity to find new people to exploit their ignorance. And we found them. The losses in Europe have been actually greater than in America. In the subprime.
Then Altman joined Swarsman the Black and Blackstone in 1987. The stone is for Peter Peterson, who got us off the gold standard through Nixon. Shadow banks, of which Blackstone is one, are responsible for 41% of all lending, or nearly $5 trillion worth, while avoiding the same regulatory oversight as traditional banks. This grumpy bag of bones is a Bilederberg constant. Roger is an avid force behind sovereignty-crushing trade deals.
Because historically, the United States has been the leader in trade reform, and this is the largest trade deal ever negotiated. And the United States is not only a leader, it's not only not a leader, the United States is opposing it and not participating in it. That's historically quite unique. I happen to think it's unfortunate, but my point is how striking that really is.
Parliamentarian Ed Balls, known for lying about his whereabouts while with the Bilederbergs.
You'll love this one. I'm just at work at the moment, but I've just phoned Ed Balls' office. It's a lovely day out here, isn't it? I've just phoned Ed Balls' office and they've told me that he's in Westminster in Parliament today. Now, we all know he's at Bilderberg. God knows, RT News will tell you he's at Bilderberg. They were having laughs and jokes about it. So, if you want to have a bit of a laugh, well, not a bit of a laugh, but just try and verify it with his office, because I've just phoned them up and they got a bit shitty about it, but there's the number. Ed Balls, 0113 232. I can't read it, it's backwards on an iPhone.
Bilederberg Robert L. Bartley, editor of the Wall Street Journal with a remarkable ability to hide from the public eye. Evan Bay, former Indiana senator, also Trilateral Commission.
After years in Washington, where Evan Bay got comfortable doing Hillary Clinton's bidding, he made millions at a lobbying firm and a hedge fund. And after Bay left us to work for them, he's back.
Hi, I'm Evan.
Stay awake. Stay informed. We are not Jesus. Nor do we have Alzheimer's. Expect us.
My brother. My friend. Here's you. And me. Here's all of us.
Last night I dreamt about how things were.
Of every enemy of the state!
And then I woke up here. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen. It depends on you.